Checky. What's going on out there this fine Wednesday, Mecha Heads? How we doing out there in Mecha Land this evening? Doing all right out there? What's going on, Mr. Pops? How we doing? Doing all right this week? Yes, sir. Well, we had quite a bit going on last week. What's going on, Mr. Beard? How we doing this fine Wednesday? Had quite a few events going on this last weekend. We spent the weekend out there in Ohio at the Summer's Inn Festival. We had a pretty good time. Got to see a lot of good people. And we had fun. Physical therapies, huh? Well, hopefully they're getting you back together there, Pops. Hopefully they're getting you back together. Anyway, so got to be at that event. We had a good time out there. Got to see a lot of the Ohio competitors. Even got to see Mr. Soda made his way out there from PA. Mr. Kevin. I don't know. It was good seeing everybody this weekend. We had a good time. Can't wait to do it again next year. It's a pretty cool concept, and I'm looking forward to seeing what we grow that event into with all the concerts and the cornhole and I don't know, the art and all the stuff going on out there. So just a really awesome show. And if you missed it, keep your eyes peeled for next year. We should have it up, getting it on the calendar and stuff here soon. So we do plan on being out there again. I know we had quite a few other events going on this weekend. Michigan. Who else went down this weekend? Georgia, Indiana, Tennessee. So, yeah, we had all kinds of events going on this weekend. It looks like the majority of them, the results are posted and up. So, all you guys that made your way out to an event this weekend, we thank you for coming out and hope you had a good time. If you're a member, get on the website there, mechacaraudio.com. Check out your points. Make sure they're adding up correctly because we are winding down to the end of the season here. So we need to make sure most of that's right. If it's over 30 days old, I won't be able to make the website fix it, but I will make sure we tally your points, at least manually, I guess, if that's what I have to do. So if there is a mistake somewhere, please make me aware. And like I said, if it's over 30 days old, due to the passing of the webmaster, I'm not able to really fix it on the website without messing a bunch of stuff up. So I will make sure your points are added on the backside here. Let's see what else we got going on this week. I think we wrapped up our 4Xs, so that's the one we just did there at Summer's Inn Festival. And like I said, we had a great time. Good little show. Saw a few decent scores going up. So good time, great event. I think that was going to be our last 4X of the year until finals here. So yeah, I had to get Selena to put them in, Pops. So I can't remember if I messaged her now. But yeah, I looked at them and took the information, and I'll get it sent over as soon as I hang up on this live here and get it fixed. What's going on, Mr. Geoff, Mr. Allen, Mr. Alt? How's everybody doing out there this evening? So let's see here. Events I got coming up this weekend. It looks like we've got 5 events coming at you guys this weekend. And let's see. August the 31st, Saturday, we got the Field of Dreams 2X hosted in Springfield, Illinois. Mr. Jason Annis will be out there at the Field of Dreams. He's been kicking it out there with the Illinois guys this year, getting some shows going up in that area for us. Really doing a good job. So get out there and check Jason out. Should be a good show. Most of the time it looks like a great time out there. So get out there and check Jason and Big Will out. They'll be handling the Springfield, Illinois show, Field of Dreams. And it looks like that's the 3rd Field of Dreams number 3 2X in Springfield, Illinois. That's on Saturday. Also, Saturday the 31st, we have a benefit show, a 1X that's going to be hosted there in Bay City, Michigan. We're going to be calling that Banging for Boyer. The proceeds will be going to the Boyer family. Going to be held there in Michigan at Bay City. 1X event for you guys. Looks like I think Shannon and I are going to try to make it up for that one. Help Mike out a little bit and, get our respects in for Mr. Boyer. So hopefully we'll make some noise for him up there and, make him smile down for a little bit. And that'll be a good one. So anybody that's up in Michigan, come see us this weekend in Bay City. And then rounding up Saturday, last but not least, we got a 2X that's going to be hosted in Shelburne, Indiana, August 31st, Saturday. Levi's Birthday Bash 2X. Sean and Chad will be putting that one on. I believe we'll be having a special appearance. Selena is going to go up there and help those guys out. Being that if you don't know, now you know that at this particular event, each competitor will receive 3 score sheets free of charge. And hopefully Chad or Sean one can tag in here who needs to be tagged, because off the top of my head, I'm drawing a blank right this second, and I apologize. But anyways, each competitor will get 3 free sheets. So we're sending Selena up there to help Chad and Sean. It should be a pretty awesome show. So some of you guys that don't normally compete, some of you guys that's been thinking about it, like this up, share it up, let everybody know. Come try it out if you're just curious. If you just want to get on a meter and see what you do, and who knows, you might get home with a trophy, or an award. So yeah, Levi's Birthday Bash Saturday in Shelburne, Indiana. So get out there and check out Chad and Sean, and like I said, Selena will be up there helping those guys out just in case it gets a little bit out of control. So it should be a pretty good time, pretty awesome thing going on there. And let's see, what else do we got going on this fine weekend. It looks like Sunday we've got another Illinois event. So September 1st, Sunday, that's going to be Field of Dreams number 4, and that's going to be a 2X hosted there in Springfield, Illinois. Again, that'll be Jason and Big Will out there getting things together for you guys. I'm looking forward to their state finals event coming up here in September. Towards the middle end of September here. Shannon and I are really looking forward to that. I think we're going to try to get up there to that one, hang out with some of the Illinois guys, and have a good time with you folks. So uh, if you need points for state finals or world finals, make sure you get to these next two shows, get your points together. Saturday and Sunday, Springfield, Illinois. Make sure you get out there and see Mr. Jason and Will. And let's see. Lastly, we have Sunday, September the 1st, Creative Disturbance. It's going to be a 3X event hosted there in Orlando, Florida at Creative Car Audio. So Tony will be heading that one up. I think he's going to try to see what happens if he does a full event there. So, let's try to be respectful and make sure we can keep doing the events there. But I think he's going to try his hand at seeing what happens if we do SPL and stuff there this time. So get out there and check out Tony there in Orlando this weekend, Sunday, Creative Disturbance 3X. Any of you guys needing points, it's a good opportunity for you. So get out there and see Tony and the crew at Creative Car Audio in Orlando. And I think that rounds out our events for the weekend. I'm going to head back over into my chat room here for just a second and kind of catch up on the chat room. I hope everybody's having a good week so far. We're doing pretty good here. We got things in full swing. A lot of motion going on right now, and the running back and forth and stuff, it might be getting me a little bit, but hey, we're making it happen, Captain. So let me check out this chat room over here and see what we got going on. What's going on, Mr. Irvin? Mr. Christopher Anderson, how we doing this evening? Checking this out. Yeah, unfortunately, Daniel, it did end up coming on the same day, but it really wasn't something that got planned. It just kind of happened. And, we thought it was a really cool thing. So we ended up going ahead and letting it go down that way. And Shannon and myself will be up there at Mr. Boyer's event. And, we're really looking forward to hanging out with you guys and trying to get some funds together for Tony's family. So that it is on the 31st. Let's see here what else we got going on in this chat room here, if I can figure out my buttons. What's going on, Miss Marcia? How we doing this evening? All right, let's see here. What is the cost of finals? Well, I was going to get into that a little bit here in a minute, but I'll go ahead and answer that question since it's just a pretty direct question there. So the cost of finals, we're going to be basically going, pretty much with the same thing we've been going with for some time. So it's going to be $175 for your first two formats. And then each additional format is going to be $50. So if you're just doing sound quality and install, it's $175. If you're doing sound quality install RTA, it's $225. So pretty straightforward. Usually SQ2 is like even more of a cost for an add-on, but being that we don't have a webmaster right now, and all the payments are going to be going through, PayPal, Cash App, and then whatever people do sign up on the shop. I should hopefully have the stuff up in the shop here by the end of the week. That's really what I'm waiting on to make my post. I've been working on a post to give you guys some information. I know I've been giving out bits and pieces here on the live. The last couple of lives, I've been giving bits and pieces and things. And making announcements on finals. But I will have an official post, so you guys can, see everything and, hopefully make sense of it. I will probably be going over the final stuff here a little bit later in the live. At least the rest of it. If there's more questions on finals here in just a little bit, I will be going over that. But basically, same price point we've been at for as long as I can remember now. So, 175 for your first two formats, and then $50 for each additional format. All right. It looks like that answers most of my chat questions. So, I'm not seeing any other questions here in the chat.
There's the sound quality and sound pressure.
What's going on, Mr. Tony?
Approach to people that registered.
All right.
Last year to register.
And let's see. Before I get into more of the final stuff, because that is the majority of what I'm going to probably get into this evening, final stuff, club voting, deadlines on sponsorship opportunities, things like that. So, before I get into that, I did have, while we were at the Summer's End Festival, I did have a slight little rules question come up. So I've went to the committee and been going back and forth with those guys, and I think we've come to a conclusion and agreement on how this works. So essentially, we had a competitor that wanted to use a ratchet strap on the inside of his vehicle, going from door to door in Mod Street 4. And I see your question there, Alan, and I'm gonna get to that in just a second. I'm gonna finish my little thought here, and then I'll get to you. So, they were going to try to use a ratchet strap basically to run across from door to door and tighten it up. If you look in the general rules, we have a rule that basically says ratchet straps aren't allowed for bracing unless it's below the or above the modified 1 class. So basically, modified 1 and above, ratchet straps are okay for bracing. Modified 1 and below. So basically, all your mod street classes, all your street classes, all your trunk classes, all of those classes, ratchet straps are illegal to use for bracing. With the competitor wanting to stretch it across from door to door and pull the doors tight and closed, we ruled that that's acting as a brace. So that's kind of like a hard no, according to what the rule book says. So to clarify, ratchet straps are not allowed below the modified class for bracing. However, ratchet straps are allowed inside of the ICA and underneath the hood, provided they're there to secure something like a battery, an amp, a speaker enclosure, something of that nature. But with the intention of using it as a brace, it doesn't matter whether it's inside, outside, wherever you put the ratchet strap. You're allowed to use it to secure things, but you're not allowed to use it to brace. So that will be something that we look at in the off season, and most likely there will be some added wording to that rule set. But I just wanted to make clarification on how we were going to move forward for the rest of the season and what the rule said there. So hopefully that answers that for some of you guys. And I'll wait for just a second here. What's going on, Mr. Wilson? And let's see. So Mr. Curse asked me a question here. Karma. I want to make sure I give you the right answer. I want to say yes. Oh, what am I doing here? Well, while I'm looking, let's see here. Trying to figure out where we're at here. Oh, it's too many rules in the rule book, my friend. Let's see here. Actually, it'll be right here in the front, goofball. All right, I'll be on the right path now. Be on the right path now. Maybe. Well, no. Is there a modified street in install? I think there is, but
Modified street install?
no, there's not.
It's stock street modified and
I'm brain farting. Stock street modified and extreme.
stock street modified extreme
Yeah.
is our install.
Okay. So it's stock street modified and extreme. Sorry, I'm on here like losing my mind, and then I can't find it when I'm looking for it. But hopefully that gets your answer there, Mr. Allen. There is an ugliest element. What's going on, Mr. Chris, Mr. Willits? What's going on, Mr. Christopher Michael? What's going on, Mr. Sam? I don't know if I understand that question there, Chris, but that we've been given state championships and points championships for dueling demos for the last 4 or 5 years. So I think the answer to that question is yes, unless I'm misunderstanding what you're asking.
Here, I put one of last year's in there to compare for you too.
Oh, okay. Now I see ride the lights. Yeah, I will probably have the ride the light stuff added in that, Chris, this year. So yes, I did address the ratchet strap, Josh, and it's not going to be allowed as a brace. So essentially, after I talked it over with the committee, the rule book says no ratchet straps are allowed below modified one. That's a pretty hard line. It's in the rule set where it's talking about bracing, etc. So we opted to go with ratchet straps aren't allowed to be used as braces. We will allow ratchet straps to be allowed to secure batteries or amps or speaker enclosures, provided they're under the hood or in the ICA, but you cannot use a ratchet strap for a brace. And that is the clarification on that for now. And like I said, we'll end up going over that here, and we will be changing some of the verbiage on that most likely, so that we have that spelled out a little bit better in the book. What's going on, Mr. Street? Well, we're glad to have you. There's all kinds of good people you can learn from. So depends on what you're interested in, but we're looking forward to getting to know you and meeting you one day in the lanes there, Chris. That that's what it sounded like to me, Mr. Allen. It was stock, street, modified, and extreme. So yeah. All right, catching up in the. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I thought we did away with modified street. That's why I was confused there for a second. What the heck is going on? This is. Hold on a second. I'm so not understanding something. Anyways, I'll worry about that later. Sorry, y'all. I'm on live. I just see something that doesn't make much sense to me. What's going on, Mr. Omar, Mr. Coe, Mr. Sarah Dusty Hutchinson? Yeah, Chris, just shoot me a message and I'll get one out to you, or try to send one with Selena or something to one of the shows up that way. But yeah, shoot me a message and remind me, and we'll get one out to you anytime, Mr. Allen. Oh, we do. Okay, now I'm confused. That's why I was confused. It was Mod X, not Mod Street. What's going on, Mr. Ball? So I thought I did already make a video. But we got the finals rings made and got those in for you guys. So I think this one was last year's. Got too much light on it. Yeah. See what happens here. We turn this down some. A little bit better, maybe. Not a lot. But anyways, I think this one's last year's ring. And this one's the new one. I don't know. They're pretty sweet. Shout out Museway, Chiare. Only Tents, Brand X, 2024 ring sponsors. And just so you guys can see why I brought both of them out, just for comparison. So that's the new rings that we're coming with this year. So I think they turned out pretty good. I like them. They're nice. Looking forward to getting them handed out to you guys. It's going to be a bracelet. Yeah, those rings do be thick. So for Birmingham and Sound Quality Finals, I believe that most of the host information you can find that via the IASICA site there. And then for sound pressure, there's only probably 2 or 3 hotels that are close by there, and none of them would give us block rates. So you'll have to just kind of use B&B or hotel.com or something like that for the hotels in Russellville there. There are a few B&Bs and things like that around. The hotels are fairly nice. Bowling Green's only about 30 or 45 minutes away, and it's a pretty big city, and there's anything you want there. Not that I can remember off the top of my head there, Mr. Wilson. That's fine. That's fine, Mr. Beard. I'm sure we'll figure that out. I'm getting ready to have to get that taken care of too. But anyway, so what's going on, Mr. Clifford? How you doing this evening? Trinidad in the house. What's going on, man? Hope you guys are doing all right out there. I was just about to get into some of the final stuff. I've been talking about that the last couple of weeks, so I'll talk about it again. Like I said a little bit earlier, you should see a post, and hopefully you guys can share it around so everybody sees it. I know I said that last week, but I'm still kind of waiting to get things tied up in the shop on the website. So I have a post that I've been working on for some information, so it'll be in writing for you guys to reference. Sound pressure finals and sound quality finals will be held at 2 separate locations. The sound quality finals will be in Birmingham, Alabama. And that's October what is that, October 12th, I think. Yeah, October 12th and 13th. And it's at the Jefferson Civic Center in Birmingham, Alabama. At the sound quality finals, MECA will be offering sound quality, install, RTA, and SQ2. We'll be there in conjunction with the rest of the SQ orgs. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get sound pressure quite together there this year. We'll be trying to work on that for the future, but for now, we got the sound quality portion there in Birmingham. All of the venue sponsors, vendor booths, things like that, you're going to have to go through IASICA. Travis is the one in charge of that venue there. So all that types of stuff will go through Travis and IASICA for the sound quality finals. If you're a sound quality competitor and you need power, I've been advised that you have to go through the venue's on-site electric company, and it's called Edlin. I've been advised that it was about $200. So all I know is you have to go through the venue for the power. I don't have anything to do with that. So I think that handles that for electric and stuff. If you're a sound quality competitor and you want to do sound pressure formats or you want to do Bobos, currently at this time, I'm thinking that you're going to have to attend both events. It doesn't look like the logistics and the space are going to allow me to have any space to set up a sound pressure lane at all. So it looks like, unfortunately, we're going to have to do it that way this time. I do think that there's 2 or 3 guys that were already kind of doing that anyway. So I guess my plan is, as we get a little closer to the end here, I'm going to see who all's qualified, and then I'll make a few phone calls and make a little bit more of an educated decision at that time. But currently, I'm leaning towards if you're doing any SP formats or Bobos, you're going to need to end up at both events. Okay, so I just went through my emails a little bit earlier, and that's what got a little bit more sorted out since my last communication. So is there a link up for that somewhere, Alan? I could have probably researched that a little bit better, but anyways, I appreciate that, sir. And then secondly, sound pressure finals. It will be held at the Logan County Extension Center in Russellville, Kentucky. There's not a whole lot of space inside the building for parking. There's only 20 to 25 spaces available. The only vehicles that are going to be allowed inside are going to be those that have vendor booths or purchase vendor space. All the other vehicles will be outside. Since the space is so limited, I'm not going to try to go through the first however many. So basically, if you purchase a vendor space, you can bring in a vehicle for the sound pressure finals. Since that's our venue there, you can also get the vendor space off of our webpage there. Just keep in mind that booth is only good for the sound pressure venue in Russellville, Kentucky. Travis, if you need a booth in Birmingham, you need to reach out to Travis or IASICA. I think that kind of handles that. So The pricing, I think I went over a little bit earlier with Alan, but it's going to be $175 for your first two formats, $50 for each additional format. The deadline to register for finals is going to be October the 4th. You can register for finals through PayPal, Cash App, or I will have some links up shortly in my shop on the website. I will be making a post with all of that information on there. If you already know my PayPal or Cash App, you can go ahead and start registering. Matter of fact, I think I've already got 2 or 3 people that have registered, and I just got brought. We're already getting ready. So Wayne already registered. A few little things in there already, I think, but you got the floater. Got this guy this year. So we're already getting ready with those, and we do already have a couple people that have sent in money. I think Mike Street was first. So Mike Street, you're first, dog. Let's see. If you're talking about Bobos, you're talking sound pressure, park and pound, sound quality, install, and RTA, Mike Street. And yeah, are they the, I guess, oh, I do got a few more sponsors on the bags because I got trophies and stuff like that too. So, on our bags here, we got, Chiare, Only Tints, Brand X, New Image, Museway, Resilient Sounds. Shout out to all those guys. All those guys helped us with awards, costs, and stuff like that this year, the rings. We appreciate y'all. It's going to be going out on all the bags. Of course, logos will be on all the awards, all of our towels, and all of our little specialty stuff. Those are the main sponsors this year, so we really appreciate those folks. So we already got that coming together. Like I said, I showed you guys the rings. Let's see. The official post, instructions, information, all that stuff. I'll have that up by Friday. We do have in the swag shop already available for purchase. If you would like your team logo or your shop or your business or anything on the t-shirts for finals, we're handing out 165 t-shirts this year. So your logo get on the back of the t-shirts. In the swag shop, the deadline for the t-shirts, we have to place the order by the 23rd. So if you want your logo on the t-shirts for World Finals, please sign up or purchase the sponsorship in the swag shop before September the 22nd. After September the 22nd, I won't be able to get your logo put on the design. If you are interested in getting your team or your business on the back of the shirts, head over to mecacaraudio.com, click on the MECA shop, and check out the shirt sponsorship package there. We also have a package for the specialty awards. Specialty awards are going to be the end of year club awards, your points champions, your state champions, and end of year state champions and points champions. So that's it. You're looking at about 300 plaques that we pass out. So your logo will get put on, 300 awards that go out there at finals. We also have package for that set up in the swag shop. The deadline to get your logo on the specialty awards is October the 2nd. So you can sign up for that package right there in MECA swag shop on the website at mecacaraudio.com. You can also go ahead and find the vendor booth space in the swag shop or the MECA shop right this second. The deadline to sign up for vendor space at the SPL finals is October the 18th, unless I sell it out beforehand. So if I sell it out, I'll let everybody know. But otherwise, I'll take vendor booth payment until the 18th of October. So one more time, vendor booths are due by the 18th of October. World Finals registration is due by the 4th of October. Specialty award sponsorships are due by the 2nd of October. And shirts are due by the 22nd of September. So that should answer most of the questions there for anybody that's interested in any of those particular things. Any questions coming here? I'm gonna try to catch up on the chat here. I haven't been paying super close attention to the chat here, so I'm gonna try to catch up for just a second. So Josh, a lot of times I'll be a week or two behind, but I usually put those on TikTok, and then I usually put some up on YouTube as well. I haven't had time to cut the videos up that we took this last weekend, but I'll be probably working on that tomorrow and maybe some of Friday, and hopefully one day next week I'll be making some time for that, and I'll probably try to schedule. I've got enough footage. You'll probably end up getting somewhere between 10 and 30 TikToks and, maybe 2 to 5 YouTube videos. So, you should start seeing some fresh stuff coming in the next week or so on that. Just haven't been able to quite keep up as fast as I should on that stuff, but I am still doing it. And as of now, the majority of the stuff goes on TikTok and YouTube. Oh, I'm not going to forget about you, James. Let me talk to Shannon again about that. Christopher, if you're still here, so every year we hand out we give out shirts to each competitor at finals. It'll go in their bag. We usually give them a bag like this, and we put a couple little things in there. But in the bag, it'll have an event T-shirt, basically for World Finals, or a MECA World Finals T-shirt, and every competitor will get one. We've got 165 shirts coming this year. We usually give out all of them. So we have a shop on our website. If you go to mecacaraudio.com, there's a couple of things in there where you can sponsor the shirts for finals. And if you do that, your business logo or your team logo will go on the back of the shirts that we give out at finals. And again, roughly that's 165 shirts. We also do something, specialty awards, where we give plaques for points champions, state champions, and then we also have year-end club awards. It rolls out to about 300 awards. You can also, get a sponsorship package for that to get your logo on those plaques. Hopefully that answers your question there, Chris. And you can check that out right on mecacaraudio.com. So the TikTok name is The Real Mecha Car Audio. And I'm catching up again. Sorry, guys. What's going on, Miss Alt? Well, anything we can do to help you, give us a shout or shoot us a message. And we have a few different things we might be able to do to help you out there. So get with us, Christopher. And I'm glad to see you on here and hanging out with us. um, I guess another thing that got brought up to me that I want to speak on real quick, since we're coming up on it quick, state finals. So every year it seems like this is one of the biggest things that we get asked all the time, and it seems to be a confusing issue every year. So state finals. Yes, you do have to have 25 points by the end of the show to be a state champion of your state. You do have to be from that state to get crowned the state champion. So in order to get the state championship plaque at finals, you have to be a member in good standing. You have to be from the state, and you have to attend the state finals and have the loudest score at state finals from your state. So it is possible to come in second or third and still be the state champion if someone from out of state comes to your state finals and does a better score. They will get the award for the day, but they are not the state champion. Hopefully that makes some sense to you guys. The state final shows are open events. Anybody can compete. You do not have to have the points to compete. You have to have the points to be crowned state champion. Also, since state finals are 3x events, if you win, that's 15 points. So technically, you can show up to state finals with 10 points. If you win, you will have 25 points, which will make you the state champion. So I hope that clarifies some of that for everybody. I know I had a couple of the judges tell me I should maybe go over that. It is a question that we get asked on a lot, and a lot of people get confused, like, oh, I can't go because I don't have 25 points, or I can't go because, that's not my state, things of that nature. But it's an open event, but you're also competing for your state championship recognition at finals. So hopefully that explains that. It looks like Joe's tagged a link down there for you guys. I appreciate that, Joe. If you're looking for the MECA TikTok page, Joe put a link down there for you, and it's the real MECA car audio. There's a couple of them out there that are imposters. One of them got hijacked from me, but hey, so it's the real MECA car audio on TikTok. I guess one more thing to go over is the club awards. Oh, Selena just sent me something. What's this she just sent me? Oh, she did something smarter than I'm smart enough to know. But I'm going to go over the club awards, and then she might have came up with something to do there. I might be getting told something here in a minute, but it looks like Selena made some sort of Google thing that you can vote on. But she'll have to explain to me how it works because I'm just an old guy. So I'll figure that out. So specialty awards, that was something I had pulled up over here. And that's probably why Selena sent it to me, because she probably realized I couldn't pull it up twice. Yeah, so do you guys want me to post a link to it or what? So, anyways, I don't know if I'm going to post a link to this or what, but I might have a thing where you guys can vote a lot easier than the email thing. But I know Shannon made a post a little bit earlier about voting. So, anyways, the end of the year club awards are coming up. The deadline to vote on those is going to be, what'd she tell me? Oh, brain quit. I got to look at my text. Dang. I don't know. Now I'm feeling silly. I guess most importantly, what I wanted to talk about more than how to vote or anything is just the few different awards and maybe what some of them mean. I'll still take them that way, Wayne. That'll be fine. But we have end of year awards for Manufacturer of the Year, the SQL Sportsmanship Award, the Alma Gates Lifetime Achievement Award. So those first two awards, I think they're, kind of self-explanatory. Manufacturer of the Year, something you guys vote on. The SQL Mike Baylor SQL Sportsmanship Award is going to be somebody in the Sound Quality League that's a good sport. The Alma Gates Lifetime Achievement Award. So, those of you that don't know, I know some of you guys do, but I think this is probably one of the most prestigious awards MECA offers. Most of us guys that's been around for a while, that ends up being something that, the Alma Gates Award. I've watched a lot of grown men tear up getting that award. She was an awesome lady and a great ambassador to the sport. So, um, you know, this award is basically for someone who's done well over their career in MECA. Lifetime Achievement Award. It could be longevity, it could be sportsmanship, it could be championships. But anyway, to me, the Lifetime Achievement Award is somebody that makes a positive impact on the competition community, and they they're an ambassador to our sport, and they've been around for a long time. So, we recommend maybe you view the records of the past, and really think about who you're voting for, because it's definitely one of our most prestigious awards, whether people recognize it that way or not. Um, we have our Retail Member of the Year. We have our SQ Rookie of the Year, our SPL Rookie of the Year. So Retail Member, pretty self-explanatory. Rookies of the Year, those are usually going to be guys that got out and about. They went around to different shows. They got to know a few people. They've probably performed well. So Rookie of the Year. You got SQ and SPL Survivor Awards. Those are going to be somebody that maybe they had maybe they had a turn of bad luck or something, and they were able to overcome it, and maybe they thought they weren't going to even make it to finals, and they ended up making it, or something along those lines. Somebody that's overcome something, they've survived and made it to the end. We've got the High School Student of the Year Award, which, basically they got to be a student. You've got Distinguished Service Award. And this is somebody, usually it's going to be somebody that's a judge or an event director or something like that. and somebody that has, good merit and exceptional work ethic toward the club. You've got the Sound Quality and Sound Pressure Hatfield and McCoy Award, and that's basically two people that duke it out with each other. Um, so you'll vote for two people there, and that's the Hatfield and McCoy. We've got that for dueling demos as well. You've got the Stinking Loud Award, which that's usually going to somebody that's just stinking loud. Somebody like your Jay or your Kurtz or your, I don't know, some of them guys that are stinking loud. Your Neighborhood Nuisance Award. I mean, I guess that could kind of go along with your Stinking Loud Award, but usually that goes to one of our guys that likes to demo quite a bit. One of those guys that likes to get out there and have fun and just, beat the block down, your Neighborhood Nuisance. We got the Motor Mouth Award. And for those of you that don't know, that's named after the late, great Michael Elder. He's the original MECA Motor Mouth. Shout out, Mr. Elder. So Motor Mouth Award. Those of you that might not be familiar with the forums and stuff, it basically used to be, somebody that got on there and motor mouthed. They like to be, I guess we would call them trolls, things like that at this point. But the Motor Mouth Award is basically just somebody that talks, and that's the Motor Mouth. So then we got the Taking Care of Business Award, and I think that one's pretty self-explanatory, but that's usually going to be a judge. It could be a competitor, but essentially it's somebody that's been taking care of business. The Johnny Appleseed Award. So that's always going to be a judge or event director. That's maybe not always, but it's going to be somebody that helps the club grow and find new ground to expand. So that's what the Johnny Appleseed Award is. And then we have our judges of the year, our event director of the year, our team of the year, our loud spouses, our SQ spouses, judge team of the year. I think all of those are pretty straightforward. MECA Spirit Award, Sound Pressure Spirit Award, Show and Shine Spirit, Park and Pound Spirit, Doing Demo Spirit. Those are going to all be competitors that basically, they carry the spirit of that particular format. They're good sports. They're good ambassadors for that format. And that's the folks you want to vote for the Spirit Awards. We got the Demo Queen and King Award or King Award. We've got the Pioneer Award. That's going to be somebody that's willing to try new things, to push boundaries, to advance an idea, to break a record. These folks would have overcome challenges. A pioneer is someone who's all those things. Then we have our Best Press Coverage, our Venue of the Year, and the 12-Volt Industry Award. So I think that's all the awards that we give out there at the end of the year. That's the club awards. And hopefully that gives you a decent little explanation of what a lot of those are for. I know that's something else that I get asked quite often. So did anybody else have any other questions or anything for me this fine Wednesday evening? I think I've completed my list now that I had put together for this evening. So I'll give you guys just a couple minutes here. If there's any questions or anything like that, go ahead and shoot. One more time, just real quick to go through it. We got the Banging for Boyer event, or the Blessing for Boyer. I can't remember what Daniel and them were calling it, but we've got it slated as Banging for Boyer. Those of you that don't know, Mr. Tony Boyer up in Michigan passed away a few weeks back. This is an event that the proceeds are going to go out to his family. Shannon and I are going to head up there and help Mike and, try to pay our respects to some of his people. And, we're looking forward to seeing everybody out there, and hopefully we can get together some funds for Mr. Boyer's family. And, we can make some noise for him one time. So we'll see you guys this weekend at that one in Michigan. A little bit better note, we got Mr. Levi's birthday bash, a 2X hosted in Shelburne, Indiana. And we have 3 free score sheets per competitor. So we're expecting, that to maybe get a little crowd going. So Miss Selena's going to head up there and make a surprise appearance and help Chad and Sean with that one. And that's going on Saturday as well there in Shelburne, Indiana. And then you've got the Field of Dreams there in Springfield, Illinois. And then Sunday, you've got another Field of Dreams show there in Springfield, Illinois. And then rounding out the weekend, you're going to have Creative Disturbance there in Orlando, Florida. So those are the events we got coming this weekend. I appreciate everybody for getting on here and hanging out with me this evening. Like it up, share it up. There's quite a bit of good information in here for finals. I'll be making an official post here, hopefully Friday. That's what I said. So hopefully I'm going to finally do that. But I am kind of at the mercy of waiting to see when we can get this up going in the shop. So bear with me again for a couple more days and we'll get that post up for you guys. Again, World Finals registrations are already coming in. Already got some sacks made. Shout out to all the sponsors that we have so far for the trophies and the rings. Chiare, Brand X, New Image, Signs and Graphics, Only Tents, Museway, and Resilient Sounds. Appreciate it, guys. And until next time, you guys know the drill. Keep it loud and clear, MECA heads.